Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Disu and you're watching Data Science with Disu. So in this video, I'm going to introduce a complete data science roadmap. So अगर आप data science सीखने की planning कर रहे हो, this is the right video for you because I'm going to explain how you can start learning data science starting from zero level to reach up to the expert level. Obviously, it is going to take some time to reach from zero to expert level. But yes, this roadmap will help you to make a strategic plan to learn data science and reach to a certain level within the time you have decided. So let's start the roadmap. The first and the foremost thing is the lay the foundation. Now what are the things that comes under foundation? First is the Python, second is the SQL and the third is statistics. So ये तीन ऐसी चीजें हैं जिसकी बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपको क्लियर होनी चाहिए. So why we are learning Python? Python सीखनी हमें इसलिए जरूरी है because this is going to help you in doing data analysis. So there are many libraries in Python like pandas and numpy which will help you to interact with the data set, then understand the data set and make some of the insights out of that. And this is actually called exploratory data analysis, जिसकी मैंने एक वीडियो बना के खुद के चैनल पर डाली हुई है. यू कैन चेक आउट दैट. बाकी पाइथन की यूज कहाँ आती है? लाइक वट एवर द मॉडल्स दैट यू आर यूजिंग, मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल्स आप जो भी इंप्लीमेंट करोगे, आइदर यू आर प्रेडिक्टिंग समथिंग और क्लासिफाइंग समथिंग, दैट यू विल actually use with the help of Python only. So you are going to import those machine learning models with the help of Python and then apply on your data set, train them, then test them, then do regression or classification, whatever you want. Second thing in the foundation was SQL. So what is SQL? SQL is actually short form of structured query language. So mostly आप data set Excel format और CSV format में देखे होंगे. But when you enter any organization or a company, वहाँ पे क्या होती है कि सारे data set actually database में store होती है. Why? Because you need a proper database management system जहाँ पे आप data को store कर सको, manipulate कर सको, then आप उसको secure कर सको. So all of these things are actually done with the help of database management system. Now when you interact with those data set that is present in database management system, then you require a language that is called a structured query language. So with the help of SQL, you can actually fetch some of the part of the data that you actually want, or you can also update some of the tables or delete some of the values, whatever you want, if you have access for that thing. And the third thing was statistics. Now why statistics is important in learning data science? So whenever you have a data set, in every data set you have some of the columns, that means some of the features of that data set. Now for all of these features you have some of the values in that columns. Now to understand the distribution of those values, you need the basic understanding of statistics. That means you need to have some of the basic understanding like what is mean, what is median, mode, then standard deviation, then what is percentile, what are interquartile rates, all of these things that comes under statistics. So once you have the basic understanding of Python, SQL and statistics, you have made your foundation and you are ready to move to the second stage. Now what is the second stage? Second stage is dive into data manipulation. So what is actually data manipulation? So whatever fundamental things that we have learned in Python like libraries like numpy and pandas, you can use those libraries to analyze the data set that you have. That means you can do data wrangling. So what is actually data wrangling? उसकी भी वीडियो मैंने प्लेलिस्ट में डाली हुई है, you can check out that. So basically data wrangling means जो भी आपको data set मिलता है, you are cleaning that data set, then pre-processing that data set. That means you are removing some of the outliers, you are creating new features, that is called actually feature engineering, and you are finding some of the valuable insight out of that data. So this whole process is termed as a exploratory data analysis. In short, that is called EDA. So if you want to learn EDA, you can check out the video. I have done a detailed video on that. Then after that, the third stage comes, which is called data visualization skill. So you have to learn to make charts and graphs out of the data that you are actually analyzing. Now whatever fundamentals you have learned in Python, there are two libraries that is basically used for data visualization. The first is matplotlib and the second is seaborn. So you can use those libraries to create some kinds of charts and plots, like you can create bar plot, you can create histogram plots, then line trend, then pie charts. All of these things you can create with the help of Python libraries matplotlib and seaborn. So it's not the thing that third stage or second stage different है, but they are actually complementary to each other. So आप जब भी second stage में जा रहे हो तो third stage उसके साथ ही सीखोगे आप. That means आप कोई भी डेटा का एक्सप्लोरेशन कर रहे हो, एनालिसिस कर रहे हो, तो उसमें you need to create charts and plots of your data set. So what's the reason that I have kept that third stage separately from the second? The reason is that using those Python libraries you can create charts and plots. But there are some specific software or tools that has been made for specifically data visualization. For example, Tableau, Power BI, these are the tools and software that you can use for especially data visualization purpose. Now, what's the benefit of using those softwares? When you use those softwares, you have more options to visualize the data set. So you have numerous options of plots and charts that you can create in those softwares, which is limited in Python libraries. And one more benefit of using those softwares is that you can do data dashboarding. So what is actually dashboard? Dashboard means whatever the charts and plots that you have created separately, you can group them together in a single place so that any individual can easily see that dashboard and easily understood what the analysis you have done for that data set and what are the insights that you have found out of that. So that was the third stage. Now coming to us the fourth stage, that is called machine learning. So you have learned basics of Python and SQL and statistics, and you are ready to analyze the data. So data analysis is just about whatever the data set that we have, you are finding out insight out of that. That means it's about present में उस data set में जो भी valuable insight है वो आप extract कर रहे हो. But now using machine learning models, you can do futuristic things. That means you can predict something. Let's say you are predicting the revenue of a company in the next month, or you are classifying something. Let's say you are working in a fintech company where the company is providing loan services. Now you can create a model to classify the customers into defaulters and non-defaulters. That means you are actually predicting कि future में कौन से customers defaulter बन सकते हैं और non-defaulter बन सकते हैं. तो based on that you are actually मेकिंग द डिसीजन कि कौन से पर्सन को कौन से कस्टमर्स को लोन देना चाहिए और किसको नहीं देना चाहिए. सो दीज आर द सम एग्जांपल्स दैट आई हैव गिवन, बट देयर आर वेरी वाइड एप्लीकेशन ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिथम्स, बी इट रिग्रेशन, क्लासिफिकेशन और क्लस्टरिंग. देयर आर मेनी मोर थिंग्स दैट यू कैन डू विद द हेल्प ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग. Now to apply any machine learning models to your data set or training that model, it's very easy and simple steps to do that using Python library. But if you want to have understanding of that machine learning algorithms, that means how it is actually working at the back end. So you need to have the understanding of probability also. So statistics you have seen, but you also need to have an understanding of basics of probability and some of the probability distributions also. Along with that, you need to have the basic understanding of some mathematical concepts which are algebra and calculus. So in algebra you need to have understanding of linear algebra, then matrices, and in calculus you need to have understanding of differentiation and integrations, because every machine learning algorithm is based on some mathematical concept. So that was the fourth stage. Now the fifth stage is embrace the cloud. That means discover the power of cloud computing. Now what are some of the clouds that are already available, like Amazon Web Services, which is AWS of Amazon, then you have Google Cloud, then you have Microsoft Azure. So these are some of the cloud services that is available in the market. Now you might be wondering what is actually cloud and what is the use of this cloud computing. So cloud is nothing but a virtual group of machines which is placed somewhere, but you are accessing that resources from here itself. Now what's the benefit of using those resources from here? Like let's say I have a laptop, but the memory power of and the computing power of laptop is limited. Now let's say I have a data set which is very large data set, which is actually big data, having 10 millions and 100 millions of rows of data, and let's say you are training some of the machine learning models. So in those cases your laptop will be not able to train that model because of your limited memory and the capacity of the laptop. So in those cases, when you are using those resources have large number of systems connected together. So based on your requirement of RAM and CPU and GPU, you can actually access those resources from here by just paying what you are actually using. So now using your laptop, what you are doing, you are accessing those clouds. So you are training your machine learning models in those resources by using your own laptop by just sitting from here. Isn't it interesting? So that is why cloud is very important, and you can do many more things using cloud. Like you can automate your tasks. Let's say you are running some of the jobs which needs to be run daily. So in those cases you are not going to run manually your task every day. You can just automate that process using those resources. Then after that, the sixth stage is diving into the deep learning. So deep learning, you can say it is an advanced version of machine learning. So when you are using machine learning models and let's say you are performing some regression and classifications, so in those cases, even if you increase the size of the data, the accuracy will actually saturate at a point. But when you are using deep learning models, what happens? The accuracy increases much more higher than the machine learning model. So deep learning is actually based on the neural networks. So there are two major neural networks that comes under deep learning, which is convolutional neural network and recurrent neural network. So that was the sixth stage. Now the seventh stage is stay updated and keep learning. So this is the most important stage of all the stages that I have mentioned. Why? Because the field of data science is constantly evolving. So you don't know in the future what is coming actually. So you need to be updated about that. Let's say 2 years back we don't have knowledge that chat gpt and gemini like things that will come up today, but you can see nowadays it is becoming an essential part of your work. So you can use chat gpt and gemini to enhance your work. I'm not going to replace you, but these are the technologies that you can use for yourself to enhance your capability and do work in a more better way. You need to also keep exploring new research paper that is coming towards some of the machine learning models and deep learning innovation that is happening. So that is why that step is very important. So yeah, that was the 7 stages that I have mentioned, which is a complete roadmap to learn data science from basic level to advanced level. So I hope you liked that video and you have made up mind to learn data science. So you must subscribe this channel because I have already made some of the playlists in which I am covering the full stack data science program. So till now I have covered up to the exploratory data analysis. Now in future I am going to release more playlists like SQL, data visualization tools, then machine learning, and after that deep learning. And I will also do some of the project using clouds. So thanks for watching this video. We'll meet soon in the next session. Till then, take care. Goodbye.